Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Grant and I'm the host of Remington Graphics, and today I'm with you guys to take a look at a sort of I don't really know what to call it, a piece of content, a tool for Blender called Material Pipeline, created by I have no idea how to pronounce this. So we'll just put it on the screen. I don't think it's pronounceable. ONELVXE or ONELVXE. I have no idea how this is supposed to be pronounced. But before we get started here, I just wanted to say that I got a Twitter, so if you guys want to follow me, my handle is @RemyGraphics. It'll be on the screen. I'm going to be posting channel updates and posting things that I'm working on in my meantime. You might even get to see some exclusive content that you won't see on my channel. So be sure to follow me there. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Material Pipeline is essentially a giant collection of different resources for Blender, including 100 premium PBR materials, which are optional, a photorealistic texture repository, a texture bridge, a studio shader, utility nodes, and if you choose to use it, a custom startup file. So let's go ahead and check out how it actually works. Alright, so when you download this, it comes in separate files. It's got the main shader, the library, and then it comes in different little bundles of different material packs, which can all be purchased separately or together or not at all. So in each of these folders, we can see that we'll go into Brick for example, you can see that there's 10 different folders and 10 different image files. And each of these image files is what the material looks like when it's applied. So we have clay bricks, decorative herringbone, garden bricks, garden herringbone, layered bricks, patio herringbone, small bricks, tall bricks, thin stacked bricks, and tiny hatch bricks. So those are all the different things here, and we have these folders right here that correspond with them, so clay bricks and clay bricks. And if we go into clay brick, you can see we've got textures, and each of these is a different texture. It's got an ambient occlusion, diffusion, displacement, metallic map, normals, and then a roughness map. So all these different things combine to make really awesome materials, and you can see they're in 4K. So if I go in and look at the properties here, you can see it's a 27.9 megabyte file, and it's 4096 by 4096. And then we also have different versions. So if we're working with a lower resolution image, we can just use one of these, which is a lot smaller. As you can see here, this one's only 1024 by 1024. So those are really useful features because you can choose which materials you want before you even import them, so you don't have to look at all these different materials in Blender. You can just look at them and say, oh hey, I like this one, or I like this one, or I like this one. Alright, so I have a little setup here. It's just a little material stand with an HDRI sky for realistic lighting, and I'm going to go ahead and put a material on this. So you'll notice I've already installed the add-on, the little Python file that's included in the download, and basically what this is it's a texture bridge. Because when you import the material, the textures won't be imported because of the way Blender works, and because of the way the textures are located in regards to the actual library file. So if I go up here to File, and then Append, and I go to wherever I have it saved in here, and you can see I have the ONELVXE Material Pipeline Library.blend. If I open this up, go to Material, you can see we have all the different materials listed right here, and all of these are categorized. So you can see this one's brick, clay bricks, brick, small bricks. Down here it's ground dirt, ground dirty snow, miscellaneous plastic, wood, rustic cherry. So it's got all these different materials. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and start off with wood rustic cherry. And you'll notice that, well, one, I don't have it selected over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and select wood rustic cherry over here, and you'll notice it's pink, but all the data is there, which is the important part. So what we can do to import this is we can select our texture node here. This is one of the utility nodes, which allows you to basically import whatever into this, which is really kind of cool. It gives you all of the different image outputs right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click select folder in our little side panel here, and I'm gonna go ahead and navigate to where that is saved. So it was in wood, and then it is rustic cherry, and we're gonna use the 4K textures because we're up close. And then down here we're gonna click load new maps, and voila, it's already mapped pretty simply, or actually pretty easily, I guess. And unfortunately, because I'm working with just generated textures, actually we can apply this with UV textures. I think this is UV mapped. No, that is not UV mapped. Wait. Alright, well it turns out it's kind of UV mapped, kind of not UV mapped, but You can kind of see the texture or the material right here on this little ball thing. Now if we give it generated textures, you'll also be able to see that. It's not going to look very good though, because once again they're generated textures and not actually UV mapped. So this definitely works best with UV mapped textures or using object mapping on simple meshes. But because this is such an abstract mesh, it's going to be kind of hard to use generated or object. So it's a good idea to always UV unwrap your models. So that's just a quick look at the rustic cherry material. There's all sorts of materials that we could look at. We could spend like 10 minutes looking at all the materials, but I'm not going to waste my time doing that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and go over some of the other features. So here we have the texture node, and this texture node is important to have in every single material that you have because it contains all the textures, and without them, it's going to be pink. And then we also have the texturing, I don't even know what to call this, the texturing surface. So I guess this is where it basically just combines everything, gives you the option to screw with the normals down here. And then we have this huge node, and I'm still learning how to use this, but you can see there's all sorts of inputs. So we have surface color, surface metallicness, or metallic, I don't even know. It's a lot, and there's a lot of things you can do with this. I don't know how to use half of them, so I'm still learning how to even use this shader other than just importing materials. But you can see up here we also have a bunch of different outputs. We have dielectric, which is non-organic things. So if you were to think of like concrete, for example, would be a dielectric material. Metallic. Oh my god, there's so much that this thing can do. I don't even know where to start with it. It's just insane how much this one shader packs into it. Hopefully I'll be able to learn some from this for myself, so I can create something really awesome for you guys to use that'll be a bit more understandable than this giant like cascading waterfall of amazingness. So one of the really awesome things is the texture repository actually can be used in other things other than this material. So say I wanted, instead of using this shader, to just use a, I don't know, just a diffuse. So maybe I'm doing some low poly work or something. What I can do is I can select a folder, right? And I can choose any texture that I want. So say I wanted these ground textures, dirt textures, 4K dirt textures, and I click select dirt folder. What I can do from here is now click import textures. And you can see, voila, we have now ONELVXE textured dirt. And now we can use all the different resources from here. We can use the albedo, the normal. So if I wanted to set up a really simple thing here, I could hook up the vector there, hook the albedo up to the color, add a, let's see here, vector normal map, plug the normal into the color and plug the normal out here. And now if we switch, not into bounding box mode, but rendered mode, oh, we have to hook this up first. Oh, there we go. So now you can see we already have our textures mapped. Now this is nowhere close to a PBR material, but you can see it's just basically diffused with the bump map, or with the normal map, I guess, in this case. And that's really awesome that you can use these textures and the node wherever you'd like. You can do the same with all the other nodes, however, it works best if they're all combined together. Anyway, if you guys want to go ahead and buy this collection of resources for Blender, you can go ahead and buy it at www.onelvxe.com. You can either buy it all together, so it's the 100 materials and all the other things, or you could buy just the shader, no materials, or you could buy just the shader and certain materials. It's a really useful resource collection, I guess. There's a lot of things you can do with it. I've already used it in 2 of my compositions. I'm looking forward to using it in more because it speeds up the process a lot and gives fantastic results. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you're interested in Material Pipeline, be sure to go check it out. It's really interesting and it definitely has my thumbs up. Anyway, if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit the like button down below. And if you guys want to see me make a video on something, be sure to leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to make a video on it. And be sure to hit subscribe below too. And once again, go check out my Twitter. I am @RemyGraphics. That's all for this video, so I'll see you guys later. Adios.